We are back in the garage. It's been a little while since we've been back here because not a lot's been going on. We were waiting for the manifold to be machined. We waiting for the heater hoses to be repaired, and without that, there wasn't much we could do. So let's get back to it. Theme buff in the dark. There's no point really showing you me because I'm not that interesting. So let's have a quick look at the bits. Firstly, the less desirable job of trying to get object A into position B. There's a slight size difference, so shall I try and save everyone a bit of time for watching? And as if by magic, the heater box is back in. Roughly put the wiring back up, all the wiring that I've needed, and everything's pretty much sorted in here. What else have we got left to do? Oh yeah, under the bonnet. So yeah, we are basically all reassembled under the bonnet. Manifolds on, throttle cable all sitting nice. Might need a little tweak, but anyway. Airbox actually secured in place. A couple of hose clamps missing, but we can not worry about that just yet. Coolant refilled. So the coolant's been back in there for 24 hours. There are no visible leaks on the floor. Can't see anything dripping down any of the engine or in the footwell. So hopefully that's going to be the only issues that we would have come across for the coolant. So auxiliary belt, I've got a short one of those. I've put that on as well. Oil catch cans back on, tightened all the fuel unions, put most of the wiring back on. So yeah, there's not really much left to do other than to try cranking it. So obviously it's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm not going to try cranking it tonight. It needs fuel. Fuel needs filling it. Well, not filling up. I need to put a little bit in there. I also need to try working out the fuel level voltages as well. Very small thing, very quick thing I need to do. I just do that as I go along. But I've had the laptop in here and been playing about making sure everything is set up as it should be. And yeah, I'm getting the right readings for the throttle, for the sensors. Cooling fans actually work as well. First time I've had that going. I did buy cheap. Fuck it. So obviously with it being 11 o'clock at night, I'm not going to try cranking it tonight. I need to get fuel. I need to set up the fuel level sensor. I'm only going to be putting a little bit in just to start getting the levels right. But yeah, it's been playing with the laptop with the ECU. Haven't got the dash in, but just setting the ECU up. The ECU sees the RPM, and I've got cam and crank correlation. So in theory, it should start trying to inject fuel and trying to ignite fuel. Hopefully the crank sensor's set up right. Emerald have done one of these engines or a couple of the engines before, so they already had the data on file, so it should be spot on. So I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna get some fuel, and hopefully I'm gonna get some time to get out here and try and not set light to the garage. See you in a sec. So last night spent a lot of time going over everything, and had 5 litres of fuel in the car. Turns out the system did definitely pressurise. There was a very, very small leak from the cap on one end of the fuel rail. Tighten that up. Hope keep an eye on it. At least we've spotted it now rather than later, because there was a smell of fuel when I opened the garage. Not a good sign. See, it's daylight behind me. It's actually 10:30 Sunday morning. Anyway, so we've got fueling okay. Sorted the fuel level on the dashboard. I made a mistake, an error, sorted. I think we're actually almost there. So, time for me to set this camera at the exhaust, because you want to hear that if it starts. I'm going to switch to phone for in here, and is time. Let's give it a go. Ignition ready. Throttle pedals ready. Moment of truth. Or something's trying. We have life. Let's start some runs. Yeah. So, just to prove it wasn't a fluke, hopefully. Come on. Yeah. So idle's about $2,500 at the minute. That may need a bit of tweaking, but yeah. Oh dear. Just come up coolant overheat. That's not a very good sign. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to check into that. It's a bit toasty, but it's alive. Okay, so minor over panic there. It came up huge letters on the dashboard, coolant overheat. I'd set it up that way because obviously you want to know when it's overheating, and yeah, something pretty obvious. Turned it off, obviously, and the water temp, I've turned the dash back on, the water temp actually says like 26 degrees. I don't know how well you saw that, I really don't. So I'm not sure what that was. The coolant system has been completely empty, so it could just be an air pocket in there, it overheat, and yeah. This one's been a long time coming. Also had oil pressure there, I did see, I think, as well. I don't think I'm going to get much time today to look at this. I do need to book some time off, I think, to fettle with it and get it ready, because obviously I'm going to need to get it off to Emerald now to get it mapped. Don't know how drivable it is. I probably need to play with that idle a bit as well, because $2,500 is slightly high. The throttle position is on 4 degrees, so it's slightly open. I didn't know how much I'd need, so I set it to that. It was reasonable. It was struggling to start up at the beginning, so I'm learning. I've not done this before, nothing like this before. I haven't done standalone, I haven't done mapping. I still haven't done mapping. I've just looked at it. So yeah, this is me babbling because I really don't know what to say. Let's turn it off. I really don't know what to say. What, 1 year and 3/4 of doing this, and to hear that like that is, yeah, enough of me. Thank you for watching up till here. Hopefully I'm going to have some more for you soon. Yeah, only other little thing I've done, now have rear door cards in it. Tiny little thing in comparison. Anyway, it's the weekend. I need to go and do some stuff. Yay!